Last thought on this, but I've always wanted to know, okay, this is the infinite knot. You see it, right? It's making a 7 and a 6 with part of it. And it looks like an infinite knot where those are the holes, and this would be coming out and in. Anyways, I always thought it was interesting because this is the sun. This is the energy. If the black 6 is here, then we need a white 9 and a bubble. This kind of like seems like the female, the feminine. Like this would be the male energy and the female mothering home, kind of like the white space and the cell. I guess anything that's not energy. But you gotta kind of, I've always thought that it was interesting to have the infinite knot here, where the corner was an infinite symbol, and that infinite symbol symbolized Mars and the god of war. And it's in the butt of the heart. Okay, it's in the bum of the fruit. It's where the, anyway. And there's a relationship where you end going down like from like 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7, and you end here. But from that 6, you also, like, instead of doing the V here, you're also doing a V here, and that like is showing you rotating in 3 dimensions using 2-dimensional characters. And I find it interesting that after you get to the 5 and you come down and you do another V, at that intersection point, okay, this intersecting with that is interesting. It's a neat relationship. It kind of shows me how you can bridge. It's like a return feed. You end up ending here. You want to go into the infinite knot at the infinite symbol. There'll be a lot of war about that, I guess. You want to come back out to the energy. At the same time, messengers are hitting the energy. And their homes are Nibiru and Ganymede. And the seed, that's the 1x2 of the flower that I get. Like, it shows now. It shows like basically like, you know, when the maple leaf seed falls and it kind of like falls. Well, like it looks like a dot with the thing, the propeller helicopter spinning as it falls to the ground. And buries itself with this lightning bolt. You know, the 3858 lightning bolt stuff's happening. That's Saturn. Jupiter. Anyway. Find it interesting. And that's your captain. And that's your captain. And that's your captain. That's kind of your captain. Woof. Now the key is the return feed. You gotta come back from the moon to Mars, back to the sun. You gotta make that V so that you can make the 40 needed whenever you go past this number to here, to here, to here, and onward. Wow. One thing you should note before I stop for a while, hopefully I gotta get out of here. All this is 69, circle 69 rotated to create a bunch of bubbles. All these are ones. And all this is ring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, blah. And all this is a circle with a slash through it. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. That's Fibonacci. That's all it is Fibonacci. So if you can take 3 columns that you put side by side and you're able to conceptualize some kind of growth pattern, and these numbers are free, and you're able to find these numbers 2 different ways. Under the V that you know is there in the 40, which is the key of the feedback. Stops. I don't think it goes over at a certain point, but just you're hitting what you want to hit. Okay. You're getting phased out here. You need, like, if you're going to put a singularity anywhere, it's going to be near the butt of the heart. So that has to be created, and I don't know what it is, but I think there's a feedback number system here that can be used for the wiring diagram eventually to make a better idea of how I actually want to physically build this. But a reckoner is defined as a table or device used for calculation. I am calculating. No, it's really, really neat. Okay, whatever. Like, after here, like, I like the toilet, but after the drop-off, these things get different. And even though the theorems are kind of the same but different, like, I just need to get bigger and have more space. I ran out of space. I got a lot of cool shit I don't want to destroy right now. But, whoa. My stomach. My stomach. Anyway, infinite knot. You have a statue of this in front of the National Library in Canada, in front of the National Library on Wellington Street, right before the Portage Bridge. There's that wooden sculpture. It's the infinite knot. Wow. Infinite knot, infinite energy, infinite source. You gotta take energy from the source. You gotta... You need to create physical equilibrium and symmetry, arranged in a certain way, so that all the energy you put into it after a certain time has passed, where energy is built up and stored and charged, let's say, it's enough to take over the input. You're creating more out. It's the whole concept of this, guys. It's just how I don't want to think about that. I just want to think about the math on how to prove this is more right than I think it is. That took me a long time to do before. This took me a long time to do, and I worked on these numbers being here for so long, and to have a kind of like a it's like the white energy. It's like the different branch path that comes off. This is all new. This is important. I see it easily when you have the whole picture, but it's coming together very nicely now. Huh. I wonder how that would make the Darth Vader face look, but I don't even know what to say. It even looks like a stem, because, like, I mean, Fibonacci is where, like, the stem of the plant would be, so this looks like the path in which the seed falls, maybe. Because it hits the dirt here, and there's no other circle below it, so it's nice to see that. And I always said that, you know, that's what it is. Like, look at this. Okay, this is a digital and analog representation of a path of energy. Okay, very simple. This is a very important spot. If you think of it from here, going down like this, like lightning bolt fashion, back to the tip, the end point, it shows that there is a connection from here to here, and here to here, a stairwell of craziness, whatever, from here to here. The stem is getting thicker, so it grows better. But it shows you, again, you have the root system as a system, you have your leaves, which are a system, you have your stem that's a system, and you have your top, or your flower, or your fruit, which is a system. And if you can connect the end goal to the beginning goal, that's when you close the circuit. And that's what's happening with the plus 40 down here. Your plus 40 is when you end here and you end here, but you don't really end here, you end here. This is where you create the new singularity, which is the upside down 180 degrees from the original one, from day one, as captain. But it also provides you a feedback loop. Which takes from here, which I think is important. It's the only place, because you can't go any lower. Anyway. Day 3 will be fun. I think the last time I derived this, I think I did it and after day 4. I was really impressed with myself after day 4. So after you make the leaves last time is when I derived it, and I was really impressed. They said, you should be able to derive all this after day 4. But I just did this all after day 2. Because I know that dot means something more than I thought it did. Anyway. Bruh. I don't know. I guess it helps to go into day 3 knowing what these values are. Huh. Yeah, that's a good doodle. Like, wow, there's still lots to go, but yeah, cool. I made a new linkage here. Nice. I had to cram some more shit into this picture somewhere, right?